a day when the chasing pack came good to Esteve Puyol. Home, but almost dry. Another rough day for some. Delavan taking a tumble. Thankfully, nobody hurt. And Vodney takes the day as Schlesser and Peder Hansel fight each other. It was another day in the dunes into Egypt. It was quite simply beautiful. Yes, a beautiful day, but a tough one yesterday.
Ja, bis hierher ist nur bei Kilometer 80.
Andrea Meyer out. She said the oil light came on, so I stopped to check what was wrong. Couldn't see anything, so I went ahead carefully. I was wondering if it was a connection problem with the bulb. But after 2 kilometers, there was a terrible noise, and now it's all over. Completely broken, she said.
Die Lampe ist, aber dem war leider nicht so. 2 Kilometer später waren Geräusche und...
Well, she's not repairing the bike. The sound you can hear is another rider stealing the battery.
Hey, alors, il arrive.
Thank you very much, he says. It'll come in very useful.
Voilà, je dépouille Andrea. Non, ça va. Je lui avance son boulot en plus.
That's so to today's stage. It was Dakar and back again. It was beautiful, perhaps even more so than before. 200, 300, I beg your pardon, and 52 kilometers of special.
Yeah, today I was hoping for an overall win, and I hear that I was leading up to CP1, and just after CP1 I came across Jürgen with a chain broken, and you know, he's my teammate, and you know, he's been helping me till I had all the trouble with the engines, and then now I must help him. So I think I lost 6-7 minutes helping Jürgen, so I think my chances for the win today was out, but it doesn't matter. He's in here, he's in a good position, and that's important at the end of the day. I had a very good day. I really enjoyed myself. It was very funny today.
The crowds were out and they saw some great racing today. Action-packed in stunning scenery, as you've seen. It just took people's breath away. The start then of a day in Egypt. On board with Serbia. Well, great in a straight line, the buggies. When it starts to twist, they lose out a little, thankfully for them. Schlesser it is, the number one on the buggies that is topping the pile, and he could afford to take it easy somewhat today. Serbia out there to do well, of course. Stage winner here, finishing 6th on the day. And while we're watching him, Schlesser, well, he was doing battle with Peter Hansel. You can see the speeds that these buggies get up to when it flattens out. Schlesser overtaking Serbia and looking good. Question was, where was Peter Hansel? Well, in the frame as well. In fact, Schlesser and Peter Hansel were to finish with exactly the same time today, 2 minutes and 41 seconds down on the eventual winner, who was Jean-Pierre Fontenay. The obstacles, well, they look lethal. They look beautiful. It was the character of this day through the deserts of Egypt around Dakar. Matsuoka had a great day, as did Mitsubishi after the terrible accident of a couple of days ago. It was Mitsubishi's 1, 2 and 3 today. Matsuoka finishing 2nd behind Fontenay, a minute and 22 seconds off his pace. It means Matsuoka is 6th overall. Fontenay 3rd behind the main contenders. The best job on the Dakar, in case you wondered, is of course helicopter cameraman. Kleinschmidt 3rd today, 2 minutes and 19 off Fontenay's winning time, finishing ahead of Schlesser. She completing the trio of Mitsubishis at the top, though she had to, of course, ask for an excuse me from a couple of bikers on the way. Yes, it was Fontenay's day. He was enjoying himself. He said, in the end, it was a tribute to his fallen teammates who are in hospital around the world. Peter Hansel trying his best. There was too many flat open stages, though, for him to pull away from Schlesser. Schlesser keeping him in mind, though. It's tight at the top, just 13 minutes and 16 seconds. Realistically, it was probably a last chance for Peter Hansel. We'll see about that, though, tomorrow, he says. So Fontenay coming home in 3 hours, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Not an over-arduous day. Time to relax the mind on occasion and enjoy the scenery. This certainly isn't Le Mans. Juan Roma still in the race, despite his troubles yesterday, and he witnessed this. Well, it was an absolute miracle that anyone got out of this. In the end, the car had rolled perfectly, as perfect as a roll could be. Nobody hurt. We were amazed. Delavan, his co-driver, perfectly okay. He said, hit a bump. It was being masked by the dust from a couple of cars, and over we went. Going very fast, 160 kilometers an hour. Everyone fine. And guess what? Even the car was okay. Amazing stuff. A tribute to Nissan. So if you're going to have a blowout and take a tumble at that speed, make sure you've got a decent roll cage around. On board with Loest Berksen and Dagmar Litkens talking to us, the Belgian team. Dagmar saying we've had a few mechanical problems. Everything's okay now. Not many troubles. The only problem we had, she said, was there was no water in the swimming pool when we were in Niamey. So, sense of humour, still intact. Berksen and Litkens are still on course to finish the Dakar. And for that, we pay tribute to them. There are no real also-rans in the Dakar. If you finish, you've done very well indeed. So this is how they came home today. Fontenay finishing in 3 hours, 2 minutes 52, 1 minute and 22 clear of Matsuoka, with Kleinschmidt in third place, making it a 1-2-3. Schlesser finished the same time as Peter Hansel, level 4. It means that Schlesser leads Peter Hansel by 13 minutes and 16 seconds, just as he had done yesterday. They're half an hour clear of Fontenay. So what did Delavan have to say to himself after thinking about his role? He said 160 kilometers an hour. We took a tumble. Made about 10 somersaults in all. After that, well, we went the whole way without power steering. Very hard indeed. In fact, it's damaged my thumb, he says. That's all. Absolutely crazy, he says. That we're okay and that the car started fine. And indeed that we were able to go on. We came from the edge of hell, he says. We were wide open on the way down. Two cars were ahead of us, hiding a small bump with their dust. We hit it, the tyre exploded immediately, and that was it. When we came down, we immediately went into a spin, turned 10 or 12 times over that little hill, just tumbling away. It just went on and on without end. Absolutely amazing. Fontenay says there was a lot of difficult terrain, nice stage, wonderful scenery, large undulations of sand, stony in places. It was a real cocktail of elements, really beautiful. And he says, I dedicate this win today to all of my friends who are in hospitals around Europe after the accident the other day.
J'espère que j'ai gagné la spéciale parce que c'était pour tous mes potes qui sont sur les lits d'hôpitaux là. Alors c'est pour ça que je voulais la faire aujourd'hui.
Today very fantastic, nice road, sand dune, stony and technical. Everything today mixed in 1 day to Dakar. So we are very enjoy driving, and today very important tire pressure. So we are very low start. low pressure start, so we should be good maximum speed.
So what does tomorrow hold? Well, quite frankly, it's the last real day of racing before realistically, a parade through into Cairo. We're going from Dakar to Wadi Rayyan. The special is 416 kilometers in all. If you're going to make your move, make it now. So staying in Egypt, it's been a wonderful day. Absolutely blissful scenery, a feast for the eyes. And tomorrow promises to be more of the same. We hope you'll join us.